All right, so we're going to be recapping this all morning long. We do have a winter storm warning again for Poinsett and Cross County, but for most of the area, most importantly, an ice storm warning, as you can see all the way from Dyer, Mississippi County, straight through the Tri-County area, Crittenden, Shelby, DeSoto, through the south, again, of Mississippi and Arkansas. That's going on right now through the early morning hours of tomorrow. Now, we have a few counties that are under now a winter weather advisory: Hardeman, Benton, and Lafayette. McNairy, Alcorn, and Sippo. Right now, you are just looking at rain. So let's talk about, again, what we're seeing on the radar. Currently, all of this pink that you're seeing right now, it looks like rain when it comes down. That's what freezing rain is, because it comes from a cloud and it's frozen. It hits a little bit of warm air, but just enough at the surface, then it has a time to freeze upon impact. And that's why it becomes so dangerous, because it instantly becomes a sheet of ice. So that's what we're dealing with. Now, if you start hearing pellets, it had a little bit more time to freeze before it hit surface and it's sleet. But again, that is not our primary concern. Ice and freezing rain will be. We have a little bit of flurry action going on in just extreme Poinsett County, but mostly, again, looks like Dyersburg maybe as well, but mostly freezing rain with a little rain to the east. So again, these are our winds. This is going to be another big concern for us, because it's going to help freeze any of the moisture that's out on the ground. So you can see these winds gusting in due north right now, 20 miles an hour or more for some areas. So we're going to continue to have to watch that, not just today, but that continues past today as well, being a problem for us. As far as our temperatures, 32 right now in Memphis. We are below freezing in areas of northeastern Arkansas. We will see that dropping again as we get through the day. Through much of the area, we are right at or below freezing. Now, the areas again that we're not so concerned with, Corinth and Oxford, you are still above freezing. Now, here is what we are expecting today. By 9 a.m. we're all below freezing and continuing to drop into the 20s with freezing rain at a 90% clip. You can see as we get a little bit later in the evening, a little bit more of a mix, but this is expected to continue for quite some time. So here's a quick look at our pavement temperatures around the area. Most areas, again, in Arkansas, some areas in Mississippi and in northwest Tennessee, already the temperature of the streets are below freezing. Memphis at 31. So Trevor will touch on that in a moment, but mostly our bridges and overpasses are going to be no-goes, because we are going to see colder air filtering below them, and we are not going to have the kind of treatment like we would like to have seen before this storm because of the rain that came before it. But you can see a little bit to the southeast, warmer at 42 degrees. So here, unfortunately, is what the forecasted with our system shows, the amounts of ice that we would accumulate. Do I think we'll see an inch? I still pray that we do not. A half an inch, very likely at this point. So I wanted you to see this, because it takes a quarter of an inch to strap the strongest, most fortified of power lines. It's an older city. We know that's not necessarily going to be the case. As you can see the rest of the day, we're going to continue to see a mix coming through. We get a little bit of a break later this evening, maybe even a few flurries into tomorrow morning, but then we clear things out. That 7-day forecast not going to help you much as we drop. You see, we're in the ice storm today. We're in ice capsule tomorrow. It's still bitter through the weekend, and won't be until Wednesday that we're back to the 50s. Trevor?
Chelsea,